What's up, Gearheads and Gearhead X? Yeah, that works. Welcome back to another episode of Poverty Barn Performance. Yes, that's my rear view mirror, because that's about the best way I can get to do this. Today we are in emergency content creation mode, which means I ain't done crap on anything else, so I might as well get doing on some of my much needed maintenance stuff, but it's important stuff. We're going to be doing brakes and wheel bearing. I'm going to be doing the front, all four corners on this, but I'm only going to show you the front and rear on one side because the other side's just, well, the same, and repetition is boring. Alright, so, without any further ado, let's get to it. First step is to have the right tools for the job. Second step is to have the parts you need on hand already. And while we're in here, we're also going to be inspecting, there we go, other stuff like my CV boots, my shocks, my disgusting brake controller, and stuff like that. Now, disc brakes are easy peasy, lemon squeezy to do. Some people are afraid of doing brakes, but really all you gotta do is just pay a modicum of attention and you'll get it good. Now, your brakes are arguably one of the most important aspects of your vehicle. Some people don't care too much whether they live or die, and others most certainly do. And it's for those others that you've got to be paying attention and taking care of. Which means making sure you can stop in a timely manner to avoid an untimely death or dismemberment or pain of some innocent bystander. Now, how much farther does that have to go? I don't know. We're just going to see if that's good. I know I got this all loosened up, so let's take the whacker to it. Nope, not quite. Okay. This one I can easily see what's coming, going where. Alright, that's out. Now, let's... There we go. That is definitely out. Now, the bottom should be about in the same boat. Yep. There we go. Alright. 2 bolts. On these Fords, it's an Allen head. Size 7. After that, we gotta teach you some manners. Not necessarily the approved method of doing this, but hey, if it works, it works, right? Right. There we go. Da-da-da. Pry that springy dingy off. That springy dingy off. There we go. Now, it should just come right off. Now these rotors have definitely seen better days, but there's still a lot of material on them, and not too terrible of a ridge, and just a little tiny bit of grooving. So I'm not going to replace them this round. Next time, for sure. Alright, come on. I know I got that bolt out enough. There we go. Alright. There's very definitely a front and rear on these that you've got to pay attention to. Especially since these rears, well, there's still a fair bit of material left, but I was hearing some brake noise not long ago. And I know this wheel bearing is dying on me. It's been making noise for several months. Why haven't I dealt with it? Monetarily broke, physically broke, and bad weather. Could I have taken it into a shop to get it done? Yeah. When you have the knowledge and means to do this yourself, why bother with that? There we go. One side. Both sides. Actually, no. Wear pattern is very uneven on these, which means these weren't pressing evenly. That's not good. So now we're going to take our handy dandy C-clamp and press these back in, so that way we've got the room to go back on with the news. Keeping things organized to know what goes where and how and who. You definitely want to make sure you do this without putting the brake pad on so you don't mess up the pads. Because people are stupid. By gum, I've seen a lot of stupid people do some really stupid things. So now we just clamp this bad boy back in. And that prevents us from opening up the brake lines, introducing air in the system, and requiring us to bleed it. If you can do this in such a way that it does not require you to bleed it again, you're golden. Because bleeding brake sucks. Hey, would you look at that? That's off the... Okie dokie. I'll probably go back in place once we smoosh it back in. But that's just a sign that these brakes were really needing replaced. Whoops. Okay, let's try getting this in a better position. There we go. Alright. C-clamps. They're not just for woodworking anymore. Wood. Ooh. Looks like I could have used a second C-clamp. Unanticipated oopsies, unanticipated. Because it's pushing both sides out. Alright, well, that just means we got to do this the dumb way. Even these bad boys out. the old rust. You don't want to leave these dangling on these soft lines, because that's a good way to ruin them for good. So, now, let's find which set of brakes we need. Is it these? Yes. Fronts and rears are different. Wait, these got to be rears. Never mind. I stand corrected. I only say that because I'm actually standing right now. These are the front ones. And you can see the difference in how much pad is on there. And when somebody tells you, brake guy, auto shop, flipping, oil change place, whatever, that you've only got like 10% brakes left, that's not 10% brake power, that's how much pad you have left. You can see just how little and how uneven all that is. So, we're going to jam this bad boy in. Oops. Definitely easier said than done. Where did I put... Oh, I know where my screwdriver is. Aha! Oh! Liftgate. Also known as a semi-convenient decapitator. Jesus criminy. Alright, there we go. Okay, that's in. Now, we're going to do this the wrong way. And ever so gently utilize the C-clamp to press this all the way in. Alright, there we go. Evenly and gently. Alright, we are all the way in now. Groovy! Next step in this whole fiasco, I'm going to be getting the rotor off so we can get the wheel bearing off. Also allow us to inspect the splines on the front wheel drive. Ooh, that is ½ inch, which means it's on the time! Set to reverse. There he is. Now let's go ahead and screw these in just a touch so that we don't lose them and they go back to their proper place. Next step, knocking this loose. There we are. Also allows us to inspect the backside too, which, yeah, this thing definitely needs replaced, or run down, but it'll do us for what we got to do for right now. Next step. Oopsies. I'm a dangle and I shouldn't. Alright. Now, I'm going to... Can I hook that up here in a way that will... That works! Alright, cool. Keys. Ah. That is going to annoy the heck out of me. So, there we go. That had a minor league whoopsie-doo. Alright, now, we've got to trace this line to its clippy, because that is my wheel speed sensor. Tells my speedometer just how fast I'm breaking the law. Or not. And it goes way the... Okay. I do not want to pop the hood. But I might just have to. Because... wait, is that it? Where it... No, it's just where it clips to that. Alright, and it is... right... Oh! Come on. Where's your button thingy? Am I sure that's the end of that? I don't know. Alright, I'm popping the hood. Because dadgummit. Would have really been nice if Ford had made this a little bit more mechanic accessible. I think that's what I was just messing with here. Yep. Let's take a look at the new one. Yep. Here we are. Alright, yep, I'm right on the end of that. So, option one is to keep the original wheel speed sensor. Option two is to get creative. There we go, got it. I'm telling you, this should not be this daggum hard. There we are. And pull that. And this. All right. soft brake lines and stuff. Fun. Now, there's just this little tiny guy here. I'm hoping it has an SAE equivalent that I have the right size for. I do not. Alright. We will be right back as soon as I grab the correct tool. Be back in a flash. Alright, we're back. Remember what I said about making sure you have all the tools you need when you begin? Yeah, I didn't. I completely spaced that this dust cap needed to come off, and that there was a little 13 millimeter nut holding the daggum CV axle in. So, just a quick bloop with that. And now it slides right off. Gee. Ooh. It's pretty yuck. I mean, that's grease, that's good stuff, but you can see the wear on it and some of the rust and everything. That's the one that was starting to squeal at me. So, now, reverse order of operations. Plug. Plug. Ooh, nice and greasy and shiny. That is what we like to see. Shiny equals good, right? If I had a brain, I'd clean this stuff up. But I don't, so I won't. I'm going to slip this back in place. Gently screw this on to begin with. And then Ugga-duggas. Oh, did I leave my... Yes, I did. Crud! Alright, well, let's get that Ugga-dugga back in place. With the correct Ugga-duggalizer. Find what the wear I did with the... Oh, here they am. Aha! Alright. Whoop. Aha! There we are. Victory is mine. Here we go. Shiny, new front rotor. Well, not rotor. Wheel bearing. Don't come on, get on there. I know you wanna. There we are. Ooh, that's right. Give it a twist. Well, me being the smart guy I am, I brought my keys inside. Be right back. Alright, keys have been retrieved. Now. Doogie 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 dook. Now, we Ugga-dugga back in place. There we am. Now time to get the other two. Manual says to do them to 20 foot-pounds. I think that was about good enough. Might need... Where did you go? Here you are. Stubby extension. let's see. Come on. It's always going to be a pain in the rear. There we are. All right. 20-ish foot-pounds. Next step. Yee. Cutty, cutty. Very carefully. There we are. And this can go directly in the trash because you don't need to use zip tie. Seriously, who keeps those? Oh. Pop of the hood. There he is. Oh, that's dirty. But, could be worse. Get that lovely gentleman out of our way. Some folks take their 8mm and pull this shroud off. You don't really need to. It is possible to do this whole operation without unnecessary disassembly. See? I do it. All right. Bring that back around. Time on one of them knobs would be helpful. Too bad they outlawed, illegalized those things. Okay, now where did I put the little 8mm bolt that does that? I know I secured it somewhere. Nope. Did I by chance stick it in here? I did. Yes. There it is. This is why it's important to remember where you stuck your stuff. Because if you don't remember where you stuck your stuff, then your stuff's stuck somewhere that you don't know where it's stuck. And give a little twist. Gloves are great for a lot of things, but fine dexterity is not one of them. ABS harness calibrated to hub, do not remove. Okay, well then, that answers that question, I do suppose. Now, let's click that in, click that in, click that in. Make everything. Did I get them all right? Yeah, okay. That means I'm missing a click in. Oh, I know what that is. I think. Run this up here. Where's the click in that I'm, or does that slide up? Missed a click? I don't know. Maybe it's just extra. Alright. Set that up there. Grab my 8mm wrench. And then we go to putting the brakes back together. Oh, where has my little 8 gone? Oh, where can it be? It was just here and I cannot see it. Oh, man, I'm an idiot. When in doubt, vice grip out. Still needs to go a little tighter. There we go. Grab hold and rotate. Okay. Looks like I can do more with the fingers. Now, ladies, stuff like this is why you get yourself a mechanic. Because we can reach around and fiddle with things and do stuff that non-gearheads just cannot accommodate. Ah, the heck with this. I gotta find that 8. I know I got it here somewhere. Electrical work. My greatest demon. There it is. Aha! That's tight-ish. Alright, now, time to plug that rascally bastard back in. What's wrong about that being a wheel speed sensor? It's, well, yeah, it is, but it's for the anti-lock braking system. And those, as I mentioned, are of a level of importance that you don't want to not have. Unless you got an older rig that doesn't have it, never had it. Then, I suppose that's excusable, but okay. Ford engineers do not like their mechanics. This would also be easier to do if it were a little bit lower. Okay. I'm going to avoid destroying this bracelet here because it's really cool. Once again, Slava Ukraini. Glory to Ukraine. Because, I'll tell you what, those guys are putting up one hell of a fight. And they deserve all the accolades that we can give them. I wonder if I can reach through the... Nope. It's gotta be like this. Gotta be like this. And then it's just finding how it fits. Doing it blind, because there's no other way. Well, I mean, if I took my coolant tank out here, then I could see what the heck I'm, there we go, doing, but that's just more steps. Do I got it? Is it in? Yes. Houston, we have a connection. Alright, now, yeesh, I dented that pretty good. But, we're just gonna pretend I didn't see that and reuse it. Clean it up. I had to let this thing soak for a few hours and I'll be fine. Probably not. I'm gonna have to replace it. Oh well. Oops. Leave the 18 Ugga-Duggies on. Oh, that's not a proper Ugga-Duggy socket, but you know what? It'll do. Now time to put this bad boy back in. And him. And oh heck. This don't got the spring thing. Fudge. Recycle. Alright. Let's go ahead and shoop-a-doop. Shoop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Where did I put the other bolt? There it is. I'm just going to slip these in real quick. Take a quick peek at the other side. This is why you don't take them all off at once. Okay. Alright. Okay. Do I got that right side up? I think I got that right side up. Is that right side up? Is there a right side up? Alright. Well, okay. We'll see if I got it right side up in a minute or three. Now, okay. Oh, that's right. Got to get the caliper on first, and then this piece. All right. Dead blow. Kind of like Deadpool, but a little bit more sexual. Oops. Alright, time to grab the ratchet with the Allen key, Allen head, Allen socket, whatever you want to call it. Yep. Ta-da. Let's get underneath and take a peek. See if that's going in where it needs to do. Looks like it. I think. I know this one's going in. There we go. So love tap. Make sure it's all in place. Oh, I got it the right way. It's the only way it can go. Damn. Screwdriver would work for that. But first I've got to really make sure this is in. It doesn't feel like it. Yeah, it's not wanting to be in. So let's loosen this up just a touch. Give it some movement. Okay, well, you get the picture on this side. Springy thing goes back in place. Those screw on. Tire goes back in place. Everybody's happy. Right? Right. Once your brakes are done, you got to do a break-in drive where you accelerate to 35 and then you get on them brakes really good to let them wear in and get the pedal adjusted right and all that other crazy stuff. It's fun. So I'm going to touch this up off camera and then we're going to go to the back. Be right back. All right, and we're back. Got that front all buttoned up there. Just don't got the tire put on yet. That can wait for when I get done with all of these. Now, we're on to the rear brakes. Pretty much the same operation as before. Except these seem to be a little bit easier to do. They're not fighting me so bad. I will say, I'm not looking forward to doing the wheel bearing on those. Look at that, that's just disgusting. So, with one hand, I'm going to be loosening these, and with the other, I'm going to be popping spring. Multitasking. Woo! Look at me go. Or maybe I'll just wait until I get this completely done. I can focus my attention on something. ADHD is not a friendly thing. Later, we will go over drum brakes. Those are a whole nother animal, and people are afraid of them because, oh my god, it's got springs, and it's got cables, and oh my god, what do I do? You pay attention, one side at a time, keep a reference, and do it right. That's what you do. Well, my shock here looks like it could be about time for something fresh. And I'm kind of liking the way this sits a little bit higher, so maybe, just maybe, I'll see if I can't find some slightly taller struts. Is that all the way out? Yep, I think. It's getting a little tricky with the fingers there. Certainly feels like it's out. Now to get this last one down here. Come on, get in there. Oops, wrong hole. Wrong hole! Yeah, that's what she said. These CV boots look to be okay. Good, I don't want to have to replace them. Bushings look almost okay. Still don't like it, but you know, this truck is an 04. It's almost 20 years old. Things tend to start popping and breaking. There we go. All right, those are loose. Now, ooh, sparks. That's going to be fun to try to put back on. All right. Well, these actually don't look half bad. I mean, compare them with the fronts, with the new ones, and the wear isn't too terrible on them. But I bought the parts. I'm already into the job. Might just keep these as backups. Because you never know. And when you're doing brakes, it's just good to get all your bases covered at one time. There we go. New boy. He's shiny. He's going to be pain in my ass. Son of a bitch. There we go. Ha! Victory is mine. And slip you in there. And then you back down there. And a couple good love taps. Make sure it's in place. It is not wanting to. Oh, that's why. Push that back through. There we are. All right, now. All right. Convenient light is convenient. Alright, one's in. Now time to get the other. Oh, that feels almost like it hit the mark right off the bat. Yep. Eep. Hey, kitties don't go for cart rides. Alright, a little snug. That should be good. Now let's get that spline back in place. There we are. Oops. Alright, there is a way to do this. I had it figured out. I did it real easy on the other side after I killed the camera. Go fig. But, alright. You've seen it. Replace the spring. Figure a way. That's what I'm trying to do. Until next time, make sure to subscribe, like, share, please. Hit that little bell thing for the notifications. And peace out.